Welcome to the Rainbow Gateway Oracle, Virgo. I'm back. It's been quite some time. The universe has been having me on a ride. The life that I've been living has been part of my spiritual awakening process. And the thing here is that I'm not always able to be as consistent as I'd like to be as a Virgo. But now we're back and the consistency is going to be here. And what we have here is King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So I want to let you know here that you're getting ready to absolutely tell this MFer in your life to leave. You are the Queen of Pentacles here, and this gentleman here is a King of Wands. Now, he's a low vibes King of Wands, and it did come out upside down this time, though I don't always do reversals, but we're seeing that today. He's a player. He is someone that you've been with for a long, long time, but he's been cheating for years. You know it, but it's become too obvious. He's blatant about it. He doesn't care about your feelings. He's not giving you anything good anymore. You used to get some good things from him, and that's why you stayed for so long. But he's been checked out for like 3 years already, and you also have been really checked out. The emotional attachment is what's hard for you, okay? And that's human. It's so human to get emotionally attached to people who aren't good for us. And it's based on survival, with the pentacles here, there's safety, security and stuff in numbers. It's difficult to, go through life alone with the inflation and wherever you live, at least in the USA, prices are insane these days. Yeah, there's the Five of Cups here. There's a lot of looking at the good times and everything you had together. So there's a lot of that, grief coming out. That's normal. But don't forget that there's so much out there that's waiting for you. So the longer you look at this person and your attachment and the memories that you had together and all that kind of stuff, it's, keeping you looking at what you don't have anymore, but are still wanting. But, your soul wants you to get rid of this person. They're not good to you at all. And they haven't been very loving in years. Now, the start of the relationship was good, but you both stayed way longer than you should have. You had an attraction in the beginning, and there is information, knowledge, soul growth that happened more earlier in the relationship. But part of your soul lesson is cutting connections that don't fit for you, okay? It's a codependent dynamic. You get some of your needs met, but there's primary needs in your relationship that this person can never meet. He's incapable of meeting those needs for you. It's not that he wouldn't want to, it's that he just can't. He's not that person. So there are really good things about him that benefit you, but ultimately there's no benefit coming anymore. And so you're looking at the benefits that the relationship had for you, which is okay. It's part of the grieving process. But you want to start, looking at these cups behind you. This is what, the universe wants you to see is all the other potentials that you're missing out of. You're missing out on opportunities and other partners and stuff like that because you're staying too long with this one. And I know it's difficult to let it all go and to grieve it all out. You have to move out, essentially. The universe wants you to move out, not him. He's never going to be the one to move out. And that's the thing, is here, there is property between the two of you. You have a rental together, or you own a home together, whatever it is here. I'm getting that, depending on who's watching this, it's both. You either rent together or you own together, you need to be the one to move out, secure your new residence. I'm not getting that you're having any financial hardship in this particular dynamic. So moving out shouldn't be a problem for you. Yeah, Three of Swords. I can't make this stuff up. It comes right out of the deck. And Knight of Cups. So the thing is, you have another romance coming in, but it's not going to be for about, probably like a good 8 months until after, you're done, grieving and, wishing you're still with this person, or wishing that they were still the one that, you were loving in the beginning before. Now, this Queen of Wands down here doesn't have anything to do with other people. This is also you. This is where, your creative drive has been, reduced because of this. King of Wands, should be inspiring you, should be, bringing you opportunities in life. But because you've been attached for too long, it's blocking stuff from you. So when you don't let go of your attachments, when your intuition starts, urging you, then that's when you get into blocking yourself from your blessings, as they say in the spiritual community and stuff like that. But when you are out of this relationship, and after you've gone through the grieving process and your heart has, released it, there's going to be a new person that comes into your life. They're also going to be very communicative in a loving way. They're going to be very verbally loving to you. And they're going to be the one to bring your creative flow back online. And we have the Seven of Swords here. The thing is you're sabotaging yourself because you know better about this person already. And unfortunately, sometimes we lie to ourselves, and that's what really, really hurts when we catch that. It's okay that you did that. The forgiveness part comes from forgiving yourself for ignoring things, ignoring the little red flags, and just, being comfortable in a connection. It's not something that just you're doing. Everybody does it, but you can get better at it. You know what I mean? You can get better at listening to those little nudges and stuff like that. It's not easy to get in a partnership and break up and go through all that stuff, especially when you have a home together, property together, and, even businesses together and stuff. With the Sun here, though, I am getting that you're not going to go through a grieving process that takes too long. You're going to get out of it. There's a lot of creativity here with the Sun and the Queen of Wands. There's something that's getting ready to be birthed out of you, but you have to move out. That's it. Move out. And then we have this Two of Cups. Yeah, this is coming in as a better relationship with yourself after you move through that process. All right. And then you do have the strength to do it. You have the courage. There's so much creativity here with this Lion as a Leo. And I have that, the creativity, it has to do with your hobbies, the things you enjoy doing in life, how you like to play, who you like to play with, where you like to play. Also, the universe wants you to know that relationships should be fun and playful, not sad and, forlorn feelings and stuff like that. There's a lot of sadness and upset feelings, and relationships shouldn't be like that. If you're going through constant crying spells because your partner can't meet your needs, it's not the right partner for you. And it doesn't matter, you could go to therapy and work on stuff. This man is not into it. He's not going to do the work even if he pretends, okay? And that's another thing. He's a total player in life. And, it's like, being honest with yourself, all right? And that's what I have for you today, Virgo. Now, I have readings on sale. If you email me, you can get $100 off. So then it would be a 1-hour reading for $190. Otherwise, they're $290. I am a psychic channeler, and I have other messages that I can bring forth during the readings that aren't even coming from tarot, but I read tarot, or I have the ability to just do a psychic reading. But I use tarot as a tool. So your reading would be tarot, but I can read without cards, or I can read with them. And just to let you know, the subscriptions, because my life was, disrupted with the Uranus and Taurus and everything that happened. I had a Uranus square in my chart, and it really just blew my mind where I ended up for like a year. So anyway, the subscriptions will be coming. The website just never got built, and so that's what's happening here. I don't want to use a third-party platform like Patreon and stuff like that, so I'm going to build a website, but I will have subscriptions and extended readings and stuff for sale in the future. But right now, I just have private readings on sale. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Aloha.